Hi, and welcome to another playthrough of Arkham Horror the card game. The Night of the Sealed campaign, Scenario 1 on Hard mode. This time it will be featuring Roland and Wendy, and as usual, I will play it on a tabletop simulator. So, this will be my first time playing on tabletop simulator with two hands. So, we'll see how it goes. So, the first scenario, the gathering. Let's see. I'm sure everyone has heard this to tears by now, but here we go anyway. What's going on? It is late at night. You're holed up in your study, researching the bloody disappearances that have been taking place in the region. A few hours into your research, you hear a sound of strange chanting coming from your parlor down the hall. At the same time, you hear dirt churning as if something were digging beneath the floor. Trapped. As you leap to investigate, the doors to your study vanishes before your eyes, leaving behind only a solid wall. You are trapped inside your study until you can find another way out. So, okay, the scene is set. The agenda has a 3 difficulty before it advances, meaning it needs 3 chaos tokens on it, gaining at least 1 every turn. There's the timer. And this means Trap needs 2 clues per investigator, meaning it needs 4 clues in this scenario. I will shuffle this deck, the encounter deck, and here we are. Roland and Wendy, the Fed and the Survivor, in the study. We'll flip that, we'll see. It is a study where the door to the study has vanished, yeah. 2 shroud and 2 clues per investigator. So I will spawn those now. Like that. So that's what we need to get, all 4, to pass this one. Okay. Now let's draw some cards. Begin with Wendy. Shuffle up and draw a card. We'll see what we get. Okay, so overpower, flashlight, lucky, pickpocketing, and burglary. So both money and a bit of card advantage. Okay, not really sure what I will need the overpower for right now, except by helping Roland to fight. Perhaps I should just keep it. I will keep this hand. And to get over here, Roland Banks. I will shuffle it out and draw some cards. It would be nice if I actually drew cards. Oh, that's a mob enforcer. Okay, I see an issue. I actually see an issue here. I will click on the fog. It's still there. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe this game is over before we know it. Looks like it. Since there's fog of war everywhere. Okay, and I will keep his cards over here. Just to get it going. What happened there? Did I put it into the newspaper? I did. Okay. We're having a bigger issue than I expected. Oh well. Oh well. We'll see what's happening. What did we get? Barricade, not so useful. Beat cop, great. I will keep that in the newspaper, obviously. Where else would I put it? Maybe I should just move this aside. How do we do that? Toggles, lock, no. I can just move it over here. And we will put all the cards here. Hope we can do that. Okay, so beat cop is great. Not so good. Could be good. Deduction. Well, he needs all the help he can get. And working a hunch. Sure. Would be nice to see a weapon though. I will redraw one card. Mind over matter. Okay. So these go in there. And I flip it around a bit. Okay, it's a bit fiddly this time around. But hey, it's our first try. I will make Wendy the house porter in this scenario. So, what to do? What to do? Well, the first thing I should do is to play this ally. Since he's great. And probably this as a fast action. Meaning it doesn't take an action. And then as my second action, I will investigate the study with a shroud value of 2 versus my book of 3 plus the magnifying glass. I get +1. But that giving me 4. 4 is not enough, is it? I will work in a hunch. I should do that if I had the money. But I do not, so I will discard deduction, giving me 5. Okay, 5 against 2. Let's shuffle this up and hope for the best. A -2. Success. So I will take a clue token. And this did very good. I got an additional clue token. So I'll take 2. And for my second action, third action, excuse me, I will try to make this exact as I can. I will try just 4 against 2. That is the evil cultist giving me minus. Well, this should really be flipped and should really be over here, I think. The cultist, reveal another token. If you fail, take 2 horror. Okay, we're not in Kansas anymore. -2. 4 against 2, it's success. Good for him. Meaning I'll take another clue token for Roland. That concludes his involvement in this. And now for Wendy. Well, she is a bit of a... Well, 3. I think she will want to play a bit of a burglary. Actually. First action, play that. Second action. I could play a flashlight. It should have 3 of these. Since there's only batteries for 3 tries. And for my third and last action, I will try to find something to steal in the study. And for that, I will use the burglary, of course. Well, like that. And I have 3 against 2. Not much. Could be enough. Never know. I'll move this over here. And that's the skull. And so this should be here. -2. If you fail after the skill test, search encounter deck and discard pile for a ghoul enemy and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck. That was very bad, wasn't it? So I'm lucky. Yeah, I am lucky. So I pay 1 for lucky. If I should fail with a skill test, I get +2. Since I failed by 1, I now succeed instead, gaining 3 resources for the burglary attempt. So, what have I done? I have played flashlight, played burglary, and I have robbed the study for stuff. Meaning, I'm done. So, we should just reset since there are no enemies in play. Like that. We should get a resource and we should draw a card. A switchblade. And good old Roland should do the same. Giving him Dr. Milan Christopher. Very good. Very good card. He should of course gotten 2 resources. 1 resource, sorry. Okay. What now? I say, yes, now it is Doom token time. Since it's Wendy's house, she gets to draw a card first. And it's a ghoul minion. It immediately engages her. And for Roland, what do we get for Roland? Frozen in fear. After having seen the ghoul, he is now frozen in fear. So his first move, fight or evade action, each round costs 1 additional action. And I can test my willpower against 3 at the end of every round. or at the end of his turn. He can do that. Okay. Move, fight, or evade. Well, he wasn't supposed to do it anyway. But now there is a ghoul over here. So he might as well just try to nibble at it. So he will take turn first, and he has 4 attack, 5 attack with the beat cop. And that means I have 5 against 2. Just hope I don't miss. Because that's too bad for Wendy. Here we go. I have +3. And that's a 0. Success. Meaning, with the beat cop, I get plus. Okay. That's not the beat cop I was thinking about. Okay, I do a damage. I will do it again then. -2 is still success. So he gets an... Okay, he doesn't get the doom token. I can promise you that. He gets another one, the second one. Meaning he is now dead. And will be discarded. And every time Roland kills stuff, he gets a clue token. Meaning he has 4 clue tokens now. And due to this, he has used up all his actions. I will test willpower. Do I have anything that can help me? No, I do not. Do Wendy have everything? Anything? No, she does not. So it's even Steven. I will hope for a 0 or better. Not so good, is it? It's tentacles. So in it goes, frozen in fear still. He cannot shake the look of that ghoul enemy lying smoking and shivering in a pile of rotten bone at his feet. Meaning he's done. And now it's Wendy's turn. What should Wendy do? What should she do? Well, she wants a card. First action. Leather coat. Good for her. For a second card, she gets a gun. This is really good. She cannot fight. She only has 1 attack. With this, she gets +2 attack. Interesting. I think I will try to build up my resources first. So, is there anything else good around here? We'll see. -2. That's not really good, is it? No, that puts me at -1. 3. No, wait a minute. I have nothing that can help me. Just kidding. So that was her attempt. Since there are no enemies, we will just reset, get the resource, and draw a new card. Giving me backstab. Good. Well, she's not much of a fighter, but she can do it in a pinch. What? The machete. Perfect. Okay. What to do now? Yes, the mythos phase, of course. And it's Wendy's house. The voices. She starts hearing voices. Put the dissonant voices in the threat area. You cannot play assets or events, but luckily it gets discarded at the end of the turn. Did I have anything? Well, I cannot play these. Anyway. So, what will Roland get? The whole deck? I think not. He will get a Frozen in Fear, which he cannot have. I'm fairly certain you can only have one. Or can you? Well, you could be deep frozen in fear, I suppose. The grim rule should dictate that he can be seriously frozen in fear. In that case, I will go with that. And he now has 2. And is almost completely useless. Until we can find a way to get him out of this. Well, there are no clues. No clues whatsoever for him to do anything with. We could stay here one more round to build up a bit. I will get a resource. No, yes, I will get a resource. Then I will play the machete for 3. Better do this so you can see what I'm doing. So now he has some stuff. And he's completely out of his mind of fear. With fear. Okay. That was 1 credit, resource, and 1 play. I will draw a card. Giving me more resources to play with next turn. That's a great card. It's a really great card. Gain 3 resources. I like those. It's like in the old days, Black Lotus, Magic the Gathering. For 0, you got something that you used to get 3 mana. That was great. Or in that same game, there was the Dark Ritual. It was equally great. This is like that. Netrunner has the same type of card. For 0, draw 3 cards. It's great. Anyway, enough of those obviously inferior games. Back to Arkham Horror. It's getting tough to be Roland now. I will have to make these checks. I have nothing that can help. So I'm completely at the whim of the chaos bag of secrets. The first check. It's the tentacles, so no. More frozen than ever. And the second one. That is the cultist. If I fail to horror, oh no. This is so bad. -1. That is actually a fail when it comes to Roland. Okay, so I keep both Frozen in Fear and I get to horror, which is not something he really can take endlessly many times, only having 5 sanity to begin with. He's almost half insane now, and we haven't even begun the game. Oh well, that's how we roll. That was the end of the turn for him. Now back to Wendy. What can you do? Well, I obviously cannot play anything. Hearing dissonant voices. So what can I do? Well, we could leave this place. That's what we could do. I will have my discard pile over there. Should we leave this place? We should. Let's do it. So, we'll take the 4 clues from Roland and spend them as a group to put those 4 clues here. And that means you notice that the edges of your newly purchased rug are tattered and mud-stained. Finding this odd, you shift the furniture aside and pull back the rug. To your surprise, you see the door leading out of your study. You slowly turn the knob and the door swings open, revealing your hallway below. You jump down the doorway, and landing on your feet on soft dirt. The door to the study slams shut above you. The smell of burning wood fills the narrow hall, intermingled with the scent of rotten decay. Okay. Sounds nice. Meaning we are leaving this place. And instead we enter all these new places. It should be around here somewhere, I suppose. That's weaknesses. Huh. Yeah. Okay. That's not even funny, is it? Is there anything in here? We'll see. We'll search. What's in here? Yeah, look at that. We have something else here. We have the hallway. We have the attic. We have the cellar. And we have the parlor. Excellent. Now let's see what's happening. The barrier. A glowing barrier blocks the path to your parlor. As you move towards it, intense heat forces you to back away. Picking up a handful of dirt, you toss it at the barrier and watch in horror as the dirt incinerates. Perhaps there is something in the cellar or the attic that can help. Objective: when the round ends, investigators in the hallway may as a group spend the requisite number of clues to advance, which in this case is 3 per investigator, meaning we need 6 clues. Okay, 6 clues, and this is the hallway. It has 1 shroud and 0 clues, so we need to go down to the cellar and to the attic and the parlor. You're unsure what would happen if you tried to cross the threshold to the strange barrier, but based on the extreme heat, you sure as hell don't want to try. And I totally agree. Okay, Here we're in the hallway. It is the red symbol with a square. It leads to those three locations with a triangle, the plus, and the rhomb, meaning it leads to the attic, the cellar, and the parlor, which in turn leads back to only, you can see down below, only back to the hallway. So it will go a bit back and forth. No problems. He's done. She has done nothing so far. So she will begin by, burgle this place. It only has one shroud. Much easier to burgle here. So 3 versus 1. I can make that. Well, I will have to take a new one. Yay! The Elder Sign. What does it say? +0. If her amulet was in play, I would have succeeded automatically instead. It's a good effect, but this means I succeed. So no horror for me, but instead, since I was burgling, +3 resources. And for those resources, what will I do? I will get a gun down. For my second action. And for my third action, I will get me a leather coat, giving me +2 life points. Yes. Meaning she's done. Yay! He's so happy. Or I should press the correct key. Okay. We're done. We still have no enemies. So we will reset. We will get a resource. And we will draw a card. Look what I found. Good. If I play this after a skill test, I fail a skill test by 2 or less while investigating. Discover 2 clues. That's a really handy thing to have. And poor frightened Roland, what will you get for your troubles? Dynamite blast. That is a really powerful thing to have. Deals 3 damage to each enemy and to each investigator at the chosen location. He can throw it from an adjacent room, so he doesn't have to stand in there. Anyway, okay, I'm a bit happier now. So we go to the mythos phase. This gets placed here. That's 3. Just what the doctor ordered. So it will advance. Meaning your house continues to change before your eyes. The walls have decayed and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It's almost as if you've been transported somewhere else entirely. Although every now and again you'll recognize elements of your former home. Now Wendy must decide. Either each investigator discards 1 card random from the hand, or she take 2 horror. Well, what kind of a girl do we think Wendy is? I think she's a survivor. I think she needs all her cards. I think she will take the horror. That's what I think. I am very certain, though, if we had to ask Wendy herself, perhaps she would have given us a complete different answer. We will never know, because we're not on speaking terms. Now, the rise of the ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving away, and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do. Okay, I do not, and so far it's correct. And there is a number 7, so it needs 7 chaos tokens before it advances. We still have a bit of time, but not that much time. Okay. Move, fight, or evade. Fantastic. What to do? I could make sure I can. Is it really possible? That means he can just move. Or one attack. Or one. Or, yeah, evade. Like he ever did that. It never does. I think I will have to go down the sewer. Well, I don't want to. Should I go to the attic? No, it's horrible. The smell of rotten meat assaults your nostrils as you approach the attic stairs. He doesn't like that. How about the cellar? The stairs leading down to your cellar are slick, and they glisten with a thin layer of ice. Okay, treading carefully. Well, he is a world-class sneaker. So, should he go down there? Should he go down there? Well, he might as well do it, doesn't he? Why else do we pay him for? Let's swing this around. Your cellar seems to have been replaced with an underground network of icy tunnels and caverns. The cold chills you to the core. 4 shroud and 2 clues per investigator, meaning we will have 4 clues. But forced, after you enter the cellar, fall down the stairs like a complete idiot and take 1 damage. No time for clowning. You're not a performance artist, are you? Or a mime, Roland? We don't suffer a mime in Arkham. Anyway, you moved, so you're done. Frozen in fear. Now test and succeed. I need zeros, not -4. Okay. I probably don't need that either. -4. And if there was a ghoul, I would take 1 damage and 1 horror. Okay, I think I'm saddled with perpetual frozen in fear here. So it will be a good old 5-minute workday for him. I'm just gonna go down these stairs. Oh no, I'm so afraid. I cannot do anything else. Oh, I think I'm gonna hit this horrible beast and now I'm tired. So I need to rest a bit. No, Roland, you do not. Be a man. You don't have time for these childish things. Okay, Wendy, go to the attic. Should we go to the attic? I think you should have to go down to the cellar to help him. But you won't. You will go to the attic. First action, attic. The bloody carcass of a malformed beast swings from a meat hook, chained to the ceiling. Blood drains slowly from the carcass, dripping into a small barrel. Okay, it's my meat curing station. So, it's just tenderizing. It's not a horrible creature, it's just a roast. But it seems to have gone rank. Okay, forced. After you enter the attic, take one horror. Yeah. Now what I'm gonna give when I have my next dinner in my house. I'm completely terrified. I have obviously promised to serve a good tender roast. Well, we'll see about that. Okay, and my second action will be, well, there's Shroud 1, and 4 clues on this one too. Meaning, Shroud 1 means she could rob the place. But she has quite a bit of cash now. She will just investigate. She has +2. I will go for that. Giving me the skull -2. Well, I do not fail. I just ace this. My clue. And for my last trick of the evening, I will do it again. See? It's too easy. Being Wendy is too easy. Roland could learn a thing or two from Wendy. Okay, we're done. This should actually have been discarded. So, my bad. No biggie. Okay, we have no enemies in play. So we just reset, get a resource, draw a card, and check for hand size. That was a good thing to have. Now I can almost guarantee it will be an enemy, so he cannot play it. And for Wendy, plus a resource and plus a card. That is abandoned and alone. Oh no. It is a weakness. Revelation. Take 2 direct horror and remove all cards in a discard pile from the game. Okay, there goes her tricks with the discard pile. And I am now halfway to the asylum, 5 out of 7. And this is an event, so it will go back to hand. I think it will go back to hand. it doesn't get discarded. It never gets discarded, these type of cards, by voluntarily. I just have to reveal it, and it happens, and then you keep it on your hand, unless it says something else, meaning my hand size just shrank from 8 to 7, effectively. Yeah, that was the end of the turn. Let's go to the mythospace. One there. And she will now have an obscuring fog in her location. So, when things started to go easy, the fog rolled in. Attached to location, limit 1 per location. Attached location gets +2 shroud. But after successful investigated, I will discard the fog. It could be worse. It could be down here, giving it shroud 6. That'll be almost impossible to go through. And Roland, sweet Roland, will have a crypt chill. Frozen in fear and crypt chill. How fitting. The supernatural cold threatens to freeze your soul. I will test Will 4, and he has been so successful with those for 3. And I will discard an asset I control. Hello, magnifying glass. I am at a -1. What? +1 for each clue on your location. That is incredible. I get +4. I succeed. Okay. Good for you, Roland. You keep your magnifying glass. Okay. That was weird. Okay. Well, should we, or shouldn't we, try to do stuff now? What do I have to do? I will use my book in place of fight or evade. Yeah, because book is 3 and fight or evade is 4, and respectively 2. Yeah. Okay. Is it that bad? I'm beginning to think it is not. What should I do here? Should I play Mind Over Matter? Perhaps I should. I will begin with playing gain 3 resources. Just to have something to play with. And I could play down... No, I could not play down that. But I could draw a card. I have a plan. It didn't include having 2 copies of Flashlight though. But it will do, it will do. So that means I have played that, drawn a card. I will then draw another card. No, I will not. Yes, I will. The knife. I have a knife now. Yes, the knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Yeah. Down under. Let's see. I'm done with my things, so I will play this fast action. Now I can use my book instead of the mind. And that is very, very good. So now I have 3 versus 3. So I will now boost my first skill check to remove 1 of frozen in fear by 2. Yeah, I can just as well do 3. He will never be played. So now I have +3 for my skill check. And that's -2. I do not fail the skill check, meaning this goes away. And for my second trick of the evening, I will discard not 1 but 2, giving me +2. Hardly certain, but it gives me a chance. That is -2, meaning I succeed. And the plan worked. A bit costly though, but that is now gone and he's cured. Now Wendy. Okay, he was very happy. What are we doing with good old Wendy Adams? She will need some... Well, she don't need anyone. I don't need them. Very emo, isn't it? Well, poor her. Boo-hoo. That just means she will try to get these clues with one of these resources, giving me -2 shroud in here and go down from 3 to 1. So with her 3 I will have +2 unless I can discard stuff. Well, not really. Better to play this if I need it. It's +2. That is a reveal another token. If I fail, 2 horror. I will fail. -4. That means I will now invoke her special effects. When you reveal a chaos token, choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Cancel that shadowed chaos token, return it to the back, and reveal a new chaos token. I can do this once per test. So away with the stiletto or the switchblade. Down with that and shuffle it up many times and pull out a ta-da 0, meaning I succeed. Yeah, that's actually what it means. I succeed. So mine, not from there, but from there. So what have I done? I have investigated once. Will I do it again? I could use the flashlight down here. I think I will just try to do it again. Oh, and this is gone. Well, that opens up a few possibilities. I have +2 already. I will just try it. Dry run. -3. Destiny laughs at my face again. Mythos knows every time what it needs to stop me. That was the end of maybe. Do I want to discard a card, perhaps? Could it be worse than a fail? Yes, of course it could. But I will not have any pickpocketing. I'll discard that and draw a new token. See? +0. I succeed. Meaning I will grab this. All's well that ends well. Still no enemies, so we reset. And get a resource and get a card. Unexpected Courage. Very good card indeed. And back to Monsieur Roland, who will also get a resource and a new card. A guard dig. Okay. Allies, allies, allies. I can only have one ally in play. And he's too good to replace. For now. And it's back to the Mythos phase. What will the Mythos give us now? Ancient evils for Wendy. Place 1 doom in the current agenda. Dark forces stir against you. If you do not act quickly, a sinister plot will be fulfilled. Well, I'm trying. Another doom on that. And for Roland, it will be, frozen in fear. No, the flesh eater. It spawns in the attic. With Wendy. Okay. There we are. Thank you. So, a horrible flesh eater. A monstrous creature feeds from the rotting carcass in the attic. It's not the carcass. It's my dinner. Shoo, shoo. Begone, monster foul. Anyway, 441. Easy to evade. Harder to hit. So I will evade it. That's what I'll do. We're done with the Mythos phase, so we'll enter the good old investigator phase. Yes, I will evade it. I have +3. Do I have anything that will make it more fun? I can. No, I can't. I could not. No, I will just run away from it. Yeah, she shouldn't stay down here. That's Roland's job. So I will try to evade the monstrosity. I have +3. -2. He is now evaded. Yes. And therefore, very exhausted. Okay, then I will move up here. I could move down to the cellar. I could move down to the cellar. I probably should. Yeah, okay. I will. Oh, hello, Roland. You're hiding down here. You're needed in the attic. Okay. I will go to the attic then. Yeah, do that. So 1. Oh my god, what is this horrible place? I will take a horror for that. Thank you so much for warning me. And for my last action, I will try to hit the flesh eater. It has 4. I have 4. I have 5. And I have 6. 6 against 4. I could discard some stuff. I will not. I will try to be with +2. Of course, it's the tablets. If there is a ghoul enemy at your location, take 1 damage and 1 horror. Doesn't really look that good, does it? Unfortunately, I have a very loyal beat cop with me. He takes those 2 and survives. But I didn't hit him. Now I'm done. So is the enemy face. Since he's tapped, exhausted, he doesn't do anything. But now he readies, meaning he will engage me. And these are ready too. And we just get a resource and a new card for our troubles. Manual dexterity. Well, these decks are meant to help each other, so what do we get for a stray cat? Of course, she's the crazy cat lady. Of course she is. Dirty cats. Then we go to the mythos phase, with Wendy pulling a ghoul minion that immediately engages her, and Roland gains an obscuring fog, so now he's fighting in the fog. That was a big fizzle, since we've taken all the clues from the attic. This doesn't actually do anything. Thank you for small favors. I might as well go to town with this flesh eater. It's worth a victory point. So I have 6 against 4. Yeah. +2. I pulled the book. That is actually fantastic. It gives me +0 since there are no clues on the site, but it means I actually connect with the machete, giving him not 1 but 2 damage. I will play it here. So, and for my second action, I will do it again. A 0. Ain't life grand? Giving him 2 more, and of course that means killing him. And that of course means the victory point is ours. So he goes not in the discard pile, but in the victory pile. I will keep it there. And for my third action, I will leave this place and go up to the hallway. How about Wendy? She has a ghoul. Should I hit it with my gun? Yes, I should. It has 3 ammo. I haven't placed any ammo on it. So I will now. Yes, I will use one of those ammos. Giving me +2 attack. Giving me +4 attack with overpower. And if I succeed, I draw a card. Here we go. It's a 0. I had +4. That means I deal 1 extra damage since I succeeded by 2 or more. Meaning he gets awarded by 2 and I get awarded by a card for the overpower. A.k.a. knife. Lots of knives in circulation. Should be a law against that. This one has taken its maximum amount of damage. So we just send it to the discard pile. And that was a good round. For my second action, I will use the flashlight to lower this to 2. Do you have anything? Yes, I have. Unexpected courage I have. But I will play this if I fail by 2 or less. Right now I am at +1. I will try that. -3 is okay. I lose by -1. So I will play Look What I Found and get 2 clues at my location. So it cost me 2. Well worth it. So now I have 6, which is exactly the amount we need to get through the barrier. So I will leave this place for my last action. And now it's the enemy phase, which we have none. So we refresh. We get the resource. We do get a card. It is the barricade. It's almost useful now. She gets a resource too. And a new card, which is the Hard Knocks. That is actually fantastic. I can pay resources. For each resource I pay, I can go up in either fight or evade for the 1 skill check. And I have 9 resources. It is really good. Really good. Okay. So far, so good. Now it's the mythos phase, adding the 5th. Let's see. What can... Okay, grasping hands. Decaying hands rise up from below and grasp and claw at your ankles. That's not good. Decaying hands. They could wash first. Shouldn't touch people like that. I will test 3 against my 4. That's +1. With an option of stray cat. I will take +1. I can take a bit of damage, can't I? Yes, I can. Cannot take any more horror though. Well, I lose by 1. So I will take 1 damage. It will go on the leather coat. They'll rip it to shreds. And now Roland, the ancient evils, the doom accelerates once again, leaving us just with 1 turn before this activates. And bad things happen. We should have done that in the end of the last round, I think. Yes, let me backtrack a bit before all these were taken. We need to spend the clues in the end of a turn, up in the hallway, to advance this. No biggie, let's do it. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. Okay, the barrier blocking the passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. I will. Okay, maybe housekeeping time. 2 shroud, 0 clues. Let's see. Put the set-aside Lita Chandler into play in the parlor. Set aside Lita Chandler. I saw her in this book, I think. Or did I? No, I didn't. Lita, where are you? Okay, seems like Lita Chandler has vanished. So, what to do when she vanishes? We search again, and there actually is a card hiding, and that's our Lita. Lita is a good ally. While you control Lita Chandler, she gains. Each investigator at your location gains +1 attack. As a response, when an investigator at your location successfully attacks a monster enemy, that the investigator deals +1 damage. Very handy to have. And the parlor, resign as an action. I just run out the front door, fleeing in panic. Well, I'm close to it. While Lita Chandler is not controlled by a player, she gains action parley. Test Law 4. If you succeed, take control of Lita Chandler. Okie dokie. Law 4. We have no one that can do that. 3 and 3. Perhaps with a bit of luck. That's not all that happened. What have you done? A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eyes. What have you done to my barrier? She screams, furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and a deer skull mask tears through the wall, advancing towards you. Objective is, if the ghoul priest is defeated, advance. So this is the boss fight. And the boss is the ghoul priest. For attack, 5 life per investigator, so 10, and 4 to evade. He is a humanoid monster ghoul elite. Prey, highest attack, so he goes to Roland. Is a hunter and retaliate. Retaliate means, of course, that if an attack should miss, he will do his attack. And that is 2 physical and 2 horror. And that would actually send Roland screaming to the asylum, since he has already 3. So let's not do anything that messes this up now. Okay, we're back. We have revealed, we're back in time here, we have revealed the cards and added the tokens, and we are now at the investigate phase. Meaning, we need to decide how to do this. I need a lot of lore. I can get 2. That's not a lot of lore. That's 2 lore. Yeah, I need a bit of a think here. It's not analysis paralysis or anything, but just some planning is required. So she can go to 5 in parley. Roland can go to 4 in parley, while discarding the barricade. Non-elite enemies cannot move into attached location. Well, he is an elite enemy, so he will follow. I could try to evade him. Then move to the parlor. And throw a dynamite blast in his face. I could do that. Unfortunately, it will not really work timing-wise, because that would mean I need to move her first. But well, she have to move first anyway. It's just I wanted to do some parloring with her. What can I do? I can maybe attack, and then perhaps we can just light the torch. I will try. I will first try to evade him. That sounds about right. Okay, do I have time for this? I play this, I pay a bit of money, and I evade. After that, I will save 3. I will save 3. Try to hit him. And I'm still up here. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. So, first action. School of Hard Knocks. That's an asset. Cost 2. I have 4 evade versus his 4, meaning I will definitely pay for that. So I will pay +1, +2, +3, +4. I will have +4 on this attempt to evade him as my second action. So come on. That is not good. -2. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That means I must first I must engage him. That's my first action. The second action, after playing burglary. Yeah. After playing Hard Knocks, actually. Then I must engage him. Then I evaded him. So this was completely useless. Okay, now I feel like an idiot. Now I have no more actions. Okay, back to Roland. I will hope he can connect with some hits here. I have 4. I have 5. I have 6. Do I have anything else? Yes, I have. I discard this for 7. For 7 and for 8. Giving me +4 to attack him. So +4. No shenanigans. Come on. Yes. The mythos knows. +4. It's for beginners. So my second action is an attack. I will have the help of unexpected courage from him, from Wendy, giving me +2. So I have again 8. No tentacles. That's a 0. That means I connect and give him 2 damage. With this machete I have. Oh no. Wrong again. To do that, I have to engage him. Okay, I will do that too. Sorry guys. That's just one more action. So this is my last action. Giving him 2. You only give +1 damage if you are engaged with the enemy. So, meaning he will be here. And that's the end of my turn. Okay, no more screw-ups, no more take-backs. Seems like Lita is trapped down there, and we cannot get her up. Enemy phase. We have no enemies moving about right now, so we just reset everything. We get the resource. We draw a fantastic card. That is my weakness, the cover-up. I knew it. It would come back to haunt me. Put cover-up into play in your threat area with 3 clues on it. When you would discover a clue, or one or more clues at your location, discard that many clues from cover-up instead. When the game ends, if there are any... Excuse me. See, I'm allergic to this card. When the game ends, if there are any clues on cover-up, you suffer 1 mental trauma. Just what the doctor needed with someone who has 5 to begin with. And I will not solve this for any amount of money. Okay, so I will be angst-ridden, since the cover-up does not work. So, what funny things will Wendy get then? The survival instinct. It's a skill plus, yeah. She can disengage. Yeah. And move to a connecting location. That's actually good. Because this is an evasion. And she could, after the evasion, move down to the parlor. Yes, she could. But first... something else happens, doesn't it? This advances, since it gets its 7th Doom token. A feral beast, roughly humanoid with a canine cast and hoofs for feet, tears through the ground in front of you. Below the floor you can see vast tunnels beneath your house, fiendish howling echoes from deep within underground caverns. So we now shuffle, encounter, discard pile, and start discarding cards in search of a new ghoul. That's a rat. Hey, look, the ravenous ghoul. Ravenous, I don't know. And the lead investigator draws that enemy. That means Wendy. And now they're getting out. You hear a crazed howl outside, and suddenly all the creatures turn their attention to that sound. They rush to escape the house, breaking down doors and clawing at everything in their way. Forced. At the end of the enemy phase, each unengaged ghoul enemy moves 1 location towards the parlor. Forced. At the end of the round, place 1 doom on this agenda for each ghoul enemy in the hallway or the parlor. And it has 10. Well, 7 was no biggie for this quest, was it? 10 should be a breeze. Okay, but I have a plan now, don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have no more issues with this. So now we will reveal Wendy's card to be an ancient evil. She is a doomsayer, isn't she? Another doom in advance. And Roland gets a cool minion. since 1 is nothing, but 2 is a party of ghouls. Good. Wonder what I have here. Oh, it's a dynamite blast. Funny. Unfortunately, if I were to use this now, we would all take 3 damage. But before that, he would attack and he would attack. He would begin by killing this one, and he would give me 2 physical and 2 horror, sending him to the asylum. That means I need to evade the ghoul priest first. Since I have 2 evade, not really doable, is it? So it's up to Wendy to do this. But she has a ravenous ghoul. So if she engages the ghoul priest, she will get an attack of opportunity from this one, giving her 1/1. Well, she has 5 horror. She can take 7. If she takes 1, it's no problem. If she takes more, it's a biggie. So, what to do? The most obvious choice is, let's do this. Yes, let's do this. For the greater good, I will engage this priest and take 1 damage on this one. So he rips this to shreds. Be gone. I will also take a horror, leaving her 1 step from insanity. Meaning I only have this to contend with later. Now I can choose to do absolutely nothing. And so I will pass my turn. Everything else is too dangerous to do. In the other end of the hall, she can see Roland flipping up his Zippo lighter, trying to set the fuse on fire. There it went on fire, and fire in the hall, and an enormous explosion in the midst of us all actually deals 3 damage to everything. That means 3 for me and 3 for Wendy, and 3 for that, and 3 for that, 3 for that. But before that, he gave me 1 of each, an attack and sanity, which normally wouldn't be a problem, and still isn't. He will soak them both. That's a good beat, cop. So, this is dead. Very. I'm trying to get rid of that, so. And of course, this is equally dead. And this has taken what am I talking about? This has taken 3 damage. Yeah, it's late. I know. This is a big miscalculation, isn't it? She had to evade him instead of passing. Okay, this will be the absolute last time I will redo anything in this game. I must evade. So I will evade. With a School of Hard Knocks, I will give myself +2. Do I have anything? Yeah, I have survival instinct. I have my +3. I will be satisfied with +3. Give me 0, I make it, meaning he's evaded and is exhausted in the hallway. And I get to disengage from everyone and move to another location if I want to. Move to connecting location. So I will do that. I'll move down here. And for my last action with Wendy though, then will I move down there? Sorry. That's not completely certain, is it? I could also... No, I could not. So I will move down here. Okay, now, Wendy just got a bit fragmented there. Because you see, he doesn't have 5 damage capacity. He has 10. So he must take 5 more damage. So far, the plans of men and mice. So on my turn, what did I do on my turn? I just threw that bomb. So now I will just attack him again a couple of times. I now have no more beat cop. So I have 5 against 4. That's +1. That is actually not so good. That's -2. Meaning I am so screwed. I will have to find a new cool enemy and draw it. Do we have any small ghouls? Yes, we have a small ghoul here. And he will actually do stuff to me I don't like. So I will have to... I would have to... What would I have to? I would have to hit him. That's what I would have to do. Because I have 5 against his 2. And that means +3. That's plus 1 more. Lucky me. Giving him 1 extra damage. And that erases that ghoul enemy. And that would conclude my turn. So, sorry for the screw-ups, ladies and gentlemen. That was bad form, really. So now it's the enemy phase. Let's see, enemy phase. We don't, excuse me, we don't have anything. Have no enemies doing anything since he's evaded and not engaged with anyone. So, at the end of the enemy phase, each unengaged ghoul enemy moves 1 location towards the parlor. Here we go. Bye. He goes to the parlor. Isn't that great? Isn't that fine? There we have Wendy. So now we just refresh. Enemies refresh first, actually. And hello. Here we go. He engages Wendy. And you should be ready. And we should draw cards and gain resources. I get some extra resources. Not really needed right now. Minus. Plus it should be. And I get dig deep. Yeah. That's about the same as hard knocks. But for the other 2 skills I don't use. Okay. Mythos phase. No. End of the phase. We have the Ghoul Priest adding 1. She's in the parlor. And that's it. Now we go to the Mythos phase. And Wendy draws a Dissonant Voices. You cannot play assets or events, but it gets discarded at the end of the round. And for Roland, that means a rotting remains. Oh no. All this and the big ghoul priest spewed up a rotting remain. Or was it buried in Wendy's walls here? The dynamite blast blasted open. She's hiding something, I'm sure of it. But unfortunately, do I recognize these rotting remains? I will have to test my will. 3 versus 3. Meaning, I have to discard this for +1. And that's all I can get, actually. And the tentacles. Yeah. Meaning I get 3 juicy horror. Meaning he is completely insane and eliminated from the game. Okay, leaving poor Wendy. So Roland started cackle, took off all his clothes and ran out the door. Obviously insane. Wendy, can you deal with this? Can you? I will try. I will try. I will first try. The first I will do is to try to evade the priest. It's 4 against 4. Yeah, 4 against 4. Equal. That's a -1. I will fail. So I will discard this card and try again. That's a -1. So I will fail to evade. For my second action, I will try to, evade. I will have +1 for that. That's all I have. That's a -2. If I fail, well, I will not fail. I will discard a card for her ability. The knife might help. Shuffle, 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 and it's reveal another token. If I fail, take 2 horror. Okay, -4 instead. So I fail horribly, giving me 2 horror. Now I'm a proud owner of 1 completely insane Wendy Adams. Okie dokie. With no sane investigators left, it is safe to say Mythos won completely. Oh, look, a nice image of me. Yeah, ready to go to work. Yep, what can I say? I'm a handsome devil. Yeah, the white one, not that one. Over there. Well, there are tentacles, and that's an elder sign, and there's a mansions of madness, and there is a, well, squid. This means that we are not very successful in this gathering. Okay, thank you for having watched this. I know I made a few mistakes. I really made a few mistakes, and I did some backtracking. So, I will try to make better. I completely lost this scenario. I did. But it doesn't stop me from publishing it anyway, cause I had very much fun playing it. It's a fantastic game, win or lose. So, what can I say? That has been the Night of the Sealet scenario 1 on hard mode, with the now totally insane Roland and Wendy. I will make another try soon again. Thank you all for watching this. If you have any comments, if you have anything to say, if you spotted mistakes I didn't correct, please post it as a comment down below. And also, if you have any suggestions, what you want to see played, just post it. I'll read and I'll answer. Okay, now it's night time for me. So, without further ado, I bid you adieu.